Welcome to another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories. The so-called regime now have my friend Nigerian in custody, and they are going to deport the man after he opened businesses in St Vincent. He bought a house at Argyle and he bought a lot of cars and so on. It is alleged that a Nigerian and a certain man's son had a falling out because of a message that he came to deliver. So we are going to look at that and many more untold stories. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like this one. Now you really see that Untold Stories is definitely speaking the truth. Remember I told you they wanted a Nigerian and it was for no reason, just because the man overstayed his time, because of the pandemic and other reasons. You see, the man went to Canada, built up a life for himself, found a nice Vincentian lady, and he came down to St Vincent and he made several investments. You see how Vincentian women are nice? I told you before that a Nigerian is so generous. No matter where he meets you and you want something, he'll give it to you. And once you are hanging out, you don't even have to ask him for anything. It is alleged that some came looking for him, asking questions about money laundering and so on. How comes when he was hanging out on the boat with Storm, enjoying himself and having a nice time, they never said anything about money laundering? Yes, man, well, you should know by now, Nigerian and Storm is good friend. So you wanted to tell me, after all those outings that you and Nigerian went to, you didn't come on a Searchlight newspaper and defend the man? You could have went to your father and said that Nigerian is my friend and he has not done anything wrong. All they do is go on hikes up at the volcano and that is all. They don't make any trouble. You all encouraged the man to buy a house at Argyle International Airport. Everybody was refusing those spots, but he took a chance and he invested his money in a home. Though you remember when I posted those videos, when the officers jumped over the wall, when Lava Man said, do you have a warrant? And they did not have any warrant to present, so they had to leave. And they came back sometime after and flashed a paper saying that it was a warrant. And Lava Man and his team was saying that we did not see anything. Do you remember when we did that episode on Kepasa, when he was saying that he gave a certain man $100,000 and that man denied him later on? This is what you call a story from a Netflix episode. So my Venezuelan people, do you remember when a certain guy said that a friend gave him some bitcoins? Nigerian, did you give the boy any bitcoins? If you did, speak up now. You see, there are several pictures and videos circulating with a Nigerian and the boy on a boat. So, you notice the charges they only brought overstayed time when they was asking the man a whole heap of questions. Nigerian, did you ever spend any big money with the boy? How did your car end up at the boy captain house? You see, word on the street is that the boy captain ran out of money and he sought Nigerians' help to secure a vehicle. So it is alleged that Nigerian let him have one of the vehicles and told him that he can pay for it later on. But remember, Nigerian started to speak out about certain issues and he did a video on YouTube. Well, they must have seen it. Some man go up on the man car top and cut it out and throw a flambeau in the side. And the car caught fire and a boat was side it and the boat caught fire as well. At the time, the car was not insured. So Nigerian would not be getting anything back from that vehicle. I am asking again, Nigerian, did you give the boy any money to do any business? Did you do any favors for members of the regime in the past? During the volcanic eruptions, Nigerian took in some evacuees into his home. He has a daughter. He hired a tutor for his daughter as well. The man has a spa which he employs people. And now all those people are going to be unemployed. Plus the man have several other businesses around St Vincent. Look at that. Nigerian, don't bother with the boy and his siblings, you know. Just go back to Canada, man. Don't worry about them. Make life out there and big up yourself. We all know that what Nigerian did was wrong, and he accepted that he overstayed his time. But you wanted to tell me that a judge could not provide leniency on the man's part? She could not do a background investigation to see that the man has businesses here. So what is the man going to do with all those cars? What is he going to do with the house, man? What is he going to do with the business? Come on, people. And not only the business they messed up. When the man wants to come to St. Vincent to see his wife, he can't do it. She has to go out back out to Canada, and they might not want to come to St. Vincent again. The place is under extreme poverty. Yet the regime is trying to block investors. Just imagine, you all king got an object and as a fifth, and he's still wiling up himself. But don't worry, somebody might get fed up again. It is alleged that some officers have untold stories under surveillance. But I hope they know that we are watching them too. You see, we know all the undercover ones. And we know the ones in uniforms as well. We are now in the month of September. And it is said that school is going to be opened in October. Do you have any roadwork to give out this time as you normally do? And boast and say that you are providing jobs? You see, the deportation of a Nigerian is going to paint a bad image about our island. Because you see, other Africans would not want to come here to make investments. I told you before that a Nigerian is from a royal background in Africa. So when they see that, it is going to be published on all of the African newspapers. And what would that say about St. Vincent? We was already seeing a decrease in tourist arrivals. Now look at this. It would only decrease more. Nigerian, just invest your money somewhere else. Don't worry about St. Vincent. We are well off. We are not under extreme poverty anymore. By the looks of things, if we was truly under extreme poverty, then the streets of Kingston would have been filled on the ninth. So if you are living abroad and someone calls you and they tell you that there is extreme poverty here, ask them where they was on the 9th of September 2021. Have you ever watched those Western movies with the cowboys and the Apache? You notice the Apache chiefs are always out front. And the regime has a chief because the regime's chief is always out front. Hence the reason why he got the object. That is a real chief. So I'm wondering this. On the other side, how comes you are normally seeing Kenson out front and Adrian out front? So I sat down and I thought to myself, well, I know that the other side has a humble chief, but now is not the time for that. So I'm saying the Nigerians had a vision that a woman is going to lead. Why not give Anissa Batiste a little chance? I've seen that woman has spoken on many occasions and she seems to have no fear at all. What if she have the backings of Colin Graham, Lucette, Kebakas, Adriana, Kenson and all the others? Or what about those young guys like Mark Doyle? Or what about Ivan O'Neill? Are they chiefs? Could we give them a chance to lead? Just recently, I was having a discussion with a friend, And she was saying the best chance the other side had was on August 5th, because they should not have gone back into parliament and let it go right into the night. And she was saying everything should have been shut down completely. Viewers and subscribers, do you agree with the lady? I wanted to say big up all the donors who are helping out, the persons in the red zone and so on. Because you already knows how it goes, Extreme poverty, high rate of unemployment, no accountability, in just taste, and many more. With that being said, I just want to big up the entire population in St. Vincent, the regional islands and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. We thank you. I'm out.